Unresearched with Isaac Darlington.
Hi, my name is Mutengo Isaac, and I am a voiceover artist. I have worked with a countless number of clients, all of whom have been left satisfied with the quality of work that I deliver. If you're looking for something natural, something African, something authentic, something full of command, something energetic, I'd be happy to hear from you. Reach out today.
Are you looking to further your higher education and unlock new opportunities? Look no further than Livingstone International University, the personal university that offers Christian, value-based education. Our August intake is now open for prospective students. Choose from a variety of courses tailored to meet your career goals, including bachelor or diploma in media technology, business administration, information systems, information technology, procurement and logistics management, arts in education for secondary, Christian ministry, bachelor of primary education in service, and bachelor of early childhood education in service. For those with senior 4 certificates, we also offer certificates in information technology, information systems and business administration. Additionally, we offer short courses in Cisco, computerized accounting and public relations, plus corporate communications. We are fully licensed and all our courses are accredited by National Council for Higher Education. We are located along Mbale Tirinyi Road, just 5 miles from Mbale City. Call or WhatsApp us today on 0761 003033 or 0761 003031. Livingstone International University, building the nations of Africa.
You're welcome aboard, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Unresearched Podcast. Like I promised, I am a man of my word, Mr. CEO of one of the biggest brands in Eastern Uganda. He has been featured in a number of, I don't know if I should call them competitions. Competitions, let me just go with that. And he has represented Uganda, Eastern Uganda to be specific. You're welcome, my brother.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
We've spoken about having this interview, I think since last year?
Since last year.
Towards the end of last year, December.
Kept postponing. Things kept coming up. Marriages kept coming up.
Weddings. I attended his wedding. He was unable to come to mine, but he attended in a certain way. He contributed. So we felt his presence in that way. Many of us know him as Siko. I used to pronounce it as Siko at first. And then later, when I looked at the full name, your full name, is when I got to realize, this was off that name. Yes. So what inspired, what made you just take a part of your name and use that? Is it to make it easier for your clients to reach out to you, or why not just use the full name?
I think, yes, my full name is quite blessed in terms of its length.
It is a long name.
Yeah, so it's one of the things I thought about, that what is that something that people can easily identify you with, especially when I was thinking about creating a brand. You need something that can easily be grasped, easily be associated, and people can feel associated to it. Yeah, so that's how I came about really trying to shorten my name and make sure that it's something catchy, something easy to associate with. Yeah, and that's how Siko came in.
It comes down to the conversation of branding.
Yeah.
Actually, I had a conversation with someone not so long ago, Teroni, and we tackled that a little bit. But yeah, let me rewind you a little bit. I remember when we were conversing, I mentioned that one of the things that I want to talk about is the issue of weddings and marriages. And lately, last year, there's so many people that got wedded, including yourself.
Including myself,
and myself.
Yeah.
And I got to realize that there is a lot of katemba when it comes to budgeting. Before I say my own, what has been your experience when it comes to preparing and organizing for these kind of functions?
I'm a Christian, so
From
I
that
know
angle.
you know
Yes.
from that angle. So everything I'm going to share about that perspective is driven by the fact that I'm a Christian. I believe in the Word of God. I believe in what it says. We should, of course, if you find a partner, get married to one wife, one husband. I believe in the Christian perspective of marriage.
That's
And
true.
it resonates very, very much with me. I'm so
Yes.
passionate about it. And I so like being a part of any person's wedding. I've been a part of many people's weddings at my church, trying to organize and help them or be a best man.
Yes,
So
yes.
it's something I'm really passionate about. Marriage, family, and life. So when it comes down to that, the perspective that the Bible paints for us, that God has painted for us, unfortunately is not what society paints for us. And that causes a lot of pressure, that causes a lot of anxiety in terms of people getting married. People think of big budgets, people think of big things, but it is just as simple as this is a man, woman, they've found each other, perhaps know and seen that they are going to do life together. How about they let their families know, come together and come before God, church, and that is it. So I look at it as basic as that, but unfortunately, society has painted it differently. In terms
full
of you
concept.
have to have a big wedding, you must have a conjurer, you must have, I don't know, all those things.
Yeah, there's the kuchara, then there's the pre-kuchara.
Which are good, you know, you can
If you have the resources,
if you have the resources, even if you have the resources, I wouldn't say you just doing the resources into that.
Yes.
But I'm saying that yes, we understand, especially from the African perspective, we have culture that we have to respect. You can still do all that in simplicity, not in a way of a concert, not in a way of I hear people saying you have come to Kudugazoruja. No. And people at the end of the day make that the primary thing. They have to appear big
in front of my
functions have
in-laws.
to be a big and forget the original plan of God is simplicity, and you and your friend, who's your wife or husband, trying to make a life out of it. I mean, there is a life out after conjurer, there is life after wedding, so it doesn't make sense spending a lot of money and being big and Kudugazoluja, and then next day
You're broke.
You're broke.
Or you're
So
dealing with
you're
debt.
dealing with
We have seen a lot of couples after the Mikolo
Yeah.
debt.
Yeah.
You're dealing with this debt after the other.
Yeah.
You're having to pay some suppliers you did not complete paying them.
Doesn't make sense. Absolutely.
And
Doesn't
so
make sense.
you start off on a bad note.
Yeah, so to say.
What is supposed to be sweet becomes bitter.
Bitter, yeah.
I remember, you know, towards that time, the hunt for money is so real. At one point, if you're not careful, you might make the function all about money and forget that this is about you and your partner.
Yeah.
And the family is coming together. Actually, someone once said, even if you just walked into church and they prayed a blessing over you, and they witnessed and the witnesses to your union,
Yes.
that is enough.
My friend, of course, I've been blessed, so to say. This my last wedding was my second wedding. Yeah, so of course I had my first wife who passed, so I was blessed that God gave me another opportunity, another friend. So going through both experiences, I can tell it's all, if you have enough money for you to go to church and come out happily married, that is okay. Families, it is always, I know people say, we come from a different family, I have these difficult people, but I know that if it comes down to family, at least you can talk and make sure that simplicity happens and the two of you really starting off at the end of the day. That is what is key.
These days there is a lot of competition. There is a lot, and people are trying to prove
Yeah.
I have the money, therefore I will. But just because you've been entrusted with resources does not mean what's the word you used to do it
Doing the resources.
yes.
Just
Splashing it.
splash them out.
Anyway, the choice is yours, Mnange. For if you feel like you want to prove the point, and what, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. For us, we just thought we would share with you coming from that angle. But a little bit into the conversation of media. You are into media. You work with a certain organization. You have your personal business,
Yeah.
and the struggle has always been
Yeah.
balancing between these two things for many people.
Yeah.
Your personal business is like your baby, but then you have to feed your baby, and you also have to feed your mother, because the mother now is again where you're working.
Where you are. Yeah.
So both sides have to be balanced,
Yeah.
and it has to be done equally well. Meanwhile, someone will say, but you cannot serve two masters at a go.
Yeah.
What is your experience in looking at it from that angle?
My experience, especially with now starting your own business, I want to also share my perspective of that people need to look, you need to look at yourself, what you like, what's your strength, what easily can you rhyme with when we're looking at businesses.
Yeah.
Such that it is not something difficult for you to learn, to start from scratch, and then it needs a lot of your time.
Yeah.
Okay, that there is that thought, of course, but why take that thought when there is something? If you assess yourself,
Yes.
know your strength, you know what you can do easily, you know what you're passionate about.
Yeah.
Usually business that comes out of that is very easy, so to say, in terms of management. Of course, every
Even
business
if
is
it's
difficult.
not, it may not be easy financially speaking,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
like you've said, in terms of management.
In terms of management, it becomes easy. So for me, yes, I'm an IT specialist. I have an 8 to 5 job. And yes, for me to do my side business, which is media, drone flying, it rhymes with what I do. And of course, it was after soul searching myself. I'm into IT. I liked adventure and travel. I liked. I'm creative. Like I have that creative mind.
Yes.
So it made it easy that I would easily do what I'm doing with my side business. But at the end of the day, it also intersects with my IT work, That's how, like, it's technology related, which is in line with what I do with my job. So you see how everything syncs together. That yes, I can do my work very well, and it is sort of intertwined with what I'm doing as a business.
They are very much connected.
And like I told you, everything has to be interconnected in terms of, yes, I like technology, I love adventure, so that's how I like tourism and showcasing.
These drone shots you have taken, did you did you invest into yourself and say, let me travel to this place and capture this, or did you happen to be there just and thought, oh, but I have my drone here, let me capture this?
Okay, in the beginning, I mean, when I started doing my drone work, it was basically about doing what I like. It was not about doing business.
It was more like a hobby.
It was more like a hobby, which I do take even now that I'm in business. Every time I'm doing, it's playtime for me. Yes, playtime with money.
With money paying, but it is still playtime.
Still playtime. So that's what I told you, that when you do something, when you're passionate about it, even the money is just a supplementary thing.
Interesting.
Okay? So when I started taking drone shots, especially in Bali, that was 2016. That's when I started flying around with a very simple drone that I just got out of a friend. I started taking pictures because I had researched about drones. I liked all about drones.
Wow.
I just couldn't wait to get a drone in my hands, and
You
eventually
researched
it
about
came.
them, YouTube, Google, all these platforms.
Yes, I self-taught. I'm a self-taught drone pilot. I did Google, I did lots of notes, and it just sank with me that this is what I want. So when the drone came to my hands, actually, I was already like eager. So I started taking the shots. It was about, hey, I'm just trying out what I studied. Is it working? Go back, edit the pictures. I'm like, wow, they look great. But then, of course, I realized there was a need. Like in the city,
In the city, we
city.
didn't really have a lot of drones.
Only to realize, hey, they actually paid. People come here, pay people from Kampala, come and do drones for functions. So I'm like, hey, so there is money even. Like, it's okay. So that's how I'm like, I can go into business. But also going into business now, I was very strategic. I need to be branded, I need to have a brand name, I need to be professional. So all that has been part of my journey.
I think you're one of the few media people who is actually registered. Because
Yes.
the limited shows you it, and it's not even sole proprietorship. It is limited by shares.
Yeah.
That's how serious it is.
Yes, so that's how it is. Like, I thought I'm going to build something, but I don't have to build it in a quack way. So I had to be very organized. Like, I need to be different and, have this thing the way it's supposed to be done. So yeah, registered business. I do have all my registration documents of business. I do pay my taxes as a business. So all that is because I want to be very professional in what I do, but also because I like what I'm doing.
And I think it even affects your info, because if a client sees that your business is registered, there's a way they trust you more. And these organizations, and it's something many of us in Bali are still struggling with. But hopefully, slowly, I think people are coming out of their share.
The opportunities come to those who are organized. So certainly being very well organized with your business helps. There are quite opportunities out there. So back to your question, is at first it was about fun. But when I started doing it, people started noticing, and I started getting actually work and everything. So I began getting companies, especially that I was into tourism. So I started getting some work with the Uganda Tourism Board.
And they spotted you out all the way in Eastern Uganda?
Yes.
You didn't first need to move to Kampala?
No, I didn't need to first move to Kampala.
That was intentional. Many people believe to make it big, you need to be in Central.
No.
To attract some of these big names.
Yeah, because the industry is big. I mean, if all of us go to Kampala, what happens? So for me, I chose that Mbale is my safe haven, so to say. And yes, I began getting work with Uganda Tourism Board, different companies doing tourism drives, and getting all that work. And with that came traveling to all these places. So when I travel, do their work, but I would also get my share of, I like this, I can spot this, and take a picture. So that's how I've been able to enhance and travel quite a bit of these tourism places around, but also gather the much content that I have.
This content can also be sold, yes?
Yeah, sure.
You record it privately, but then people in even from what I'm told, someone in the US or in Australia can say, hey, I need this footage. Do you have it? I need this of Murchison Falls. Can I? And then you avail that.
It's quite a cash stream for me as well as a business. I do that as well.
Did you need to have a drone? I'm told you have to have a certificate, a permit or something?
Yes.
To fly this.
Yeah, so the thing about drones in the country is still a bit tricky. Yes, there's quite stringent rules in terms of purchase, in terms of operation, which is something I believe that one day it will be better as we continue to put out and showcase what
Yes.
drones are about. That
Yeah.
they are not about bombing people, but they are about showcasing properties, showcasing what we have around.
Yeah.
So the perception around is about drones, bombs,
Security.
security related,
Like, you know, the nation of Uganda is very security
very
cautious.
security conscious. Yeah, so there's quite tight regulations around that, but over the years, working with these big companies, you get endorsements here and there. So there's a way that I've been able to get permissions to fly. So yeah, you've seen people fly around. I hope that they have permissions.
Many people don't.
Many people don't. I know
Yeah.
that for sure because it's quite tight in terms of regulations. But we hope and pray that it can get better. But all this is in how we continue to push the word out there that this is what drones
This
are
is
about.
what drones.
Being professional. That's why I'm like, for me, it's about standing out and being very professional in what I do because I believe it will sell me, not only me, but the whole industry. At large.
I've had you mention professionalism over and over again, and I think we are struggling in that aspect. And I don't mean Eastern Uganda, I mean Uganda generally.
Yeah.
When it comes to media. And the moment you try to become professional, people will say, yeah, man, you're becoming hard.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've got that.
Very much
You're
so.
becoming, why are you so complicated?
So, yeah.
And you're like, no, the professionalism helps me and it also helps the client.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that people usually end up missing out on.
Also, I mean, when we talk about professionalism, somebody may think it's something big, but it's something simple as saying, we have an appointment at 6, I'll show up at 6.
Yes.
Okay? Simple as that.
That is being professional.
Yes.
If you say you want to deliver the work within a week, it is a week.
It's a week.
Now the client angle is this. If you say you're going to pay within a week, it should also be done the same way.
True.
Now usually the problem is the client wants work done within the deadline, but the payment is not followed
It's also not followed.
within the deadline.
Yeah.
And I think that's a problem.
Yeah.
That brings the conversation down again to having, and I've spoken about this a number of times, having a paper trail, invoices, things like that.
Yeah, well, I began doing my
purchase
work. I
orders.
remember as simple as a wedding shoot booking. I remember because with my work, it's some supplementary sort of working alongside the photography and videography team.
Yeah.
So I remember this particular time, the guy booked me, and I sent him a receipt.
A receipt.
Yeah, a receipt with, you paid this. This is my balance. The receipt shows I need my balance on the day of the function. Before I fly, I need my balance. Guy's like, hey man, you're too professional. So that's how that's how bad we are, that now professionalism looks abstract.
It looks abstract. That's interesting.
Yeah. It's like, no, just show up. I'm like, yeah, but still I'll give you a receipt so that we know we are all on the same page.
We're on the same page. By the way, it's a polite way of communicating.
Yeah.
So that there's no misunderstanding. I thought that you're going to work first, then pay. No, I thought this is going to happen first. No, but this is what I expect.
Yeah.
That is what the receipt says. A, B, C, D.
Yeah, something like that. So it's very important. I mean, people look at that as maybe you need to have a big business to do that, but it's very important. These baby steps, when you do them, eventually when the big business comes, they will be part of you. They will be part of the system. You don't have to wait to say, I'll start doing that when I get the big business.
If you're not faithful with a small, then there is no way you'll be faithful with the bigger things.
Very absolutely.
So, you just mentioned that you did this while some of the things, the tourism, whatever, some of the sites. How were you able, I'm really keen to understand, to balance now with the work, and then you have a 9 to 5, and then you have a,
So My 8 to 5 job, yes, needs my attention. But yeah, it's also profession.
There's also there is a balance.
There is a balance in that. Yes, we have 21 days of leave in a year. So yeah, the time I have my work to do, maybe that is outside, that is within the week time, I ask for leave, go do my work, come and. But also, I put in the work. Okay.
I think that is very important. That you're not just going to walk up to your boss and say, I need this, but then you're not delivering.
Yeah, so I put
the fact that you're delivering makes it easy to still
be away. I mean, of course, I'm an IT person. I've harnessed technology, so I know that I can comfortably maybe handle some things even when I'm not at work. So I'm able to tell and ask for my time off. I'm like, yeah, in case of anything, I'm able to chip in and have this corrected. Otherwise, I'm absolutely sure everything is working. Something like that. So I've put in the work because I know that sometime I'll need time to do this thing that I also like.
You said something about collaboration.
Yeah.
And I just want to talk on that a little bit as we come towards the end of this particular conversation. Collaboration with photographers, with other creatives, is something that some people are still a bit unfamiliar with, or they're not familiar with it.
Yeah.
The moment you talk about collaboration, it's a threat. Yet I want to believe that for development, for places where we've seen progress, there's always been collaboration. I personally have had gigs where I've had to work with 5 people. Okay, I'm a voiceover artist.
Yeah.
At times, I cannot voice artists. I can't voice every language, so I have to have other people. Yeah. And I have to make sure they get a fair share. How the balancing with collaboration, what has been your experience?
Of course, I've been also blessed to work with a lot of the people in the media industry, photographers, videographers, especially in Mbale City. I'm very, very certain that I am a very common name within those circles because I've worked with all of them. And what I can say is that it's important that we collaborate. You'll find that even themselves, the creatives, even ourselves, the creatives, over time, you should appreciate that Siko has invested in drones. He knows anything to do. Yes, you might want to do it like, oh, okay, I can buy my own drone, I can do myself
and cut costs.
But you need to appreciate that there is this person. And what it gives you leverage is that it gives you power that you're letting that pressure off yourself. And if it's, say, a function, you're a videographer, you're not pressured to, hey, I need to fly the drone, I need to do everything together. Yes, it might come down to budget, but at the end of the day, you also need to appreciate that once someone who has specialized in something, they produce something different in terms of quality.
Yeah, my experience has taught me that.
It is better that, you know what, I appreciate that Siko has invested in this. Let me give it to him.
Yeah.
Let me concentrate on also mine. So together, all of us are bringing our best. You see what we produce?
It will be the
extremely
high quality.
Yes, you want to cut, of course, I'm saying that sometimes it comes down to the budget, and yes, you want to, no, I will not get Siko, I'll do it myself. But what are you producing at the end of the day? So I would think that, yes, collaboration is key. Appreciate, I mean, if it's a photographer, videographer, spot the other and I know, he's a good photographer, so if I'm putting up something, let me get him, I'm a good videographer, I have a good drone guy, let's produce this thing in its best. So that's how collaboration comes about. And Yes, especially like for me, it is really specialization. I usually tell my photographer and videographer friends that, you know what, yes, I will take photos or with the camera, but it's not my specialization. Give me a drone, you will see happiness. For me, that's all. So you'll never find me trying to forge, I need to get...
Knowing your niche, I think even in that you've tackled something.
Yeah.
Being aware of your niche, knowing this is where I'm comfortable. This is where I can produce the best.
Yeah.
It's also very
Very
important. It helps with the quality.
Yeah, sure.
Well, we've had a lovely conversation so far. We've spoken about branding. We've spoken about what some of the things to consider briefly, or what you should consider when drawing up your budget and talking about a wedding. We've just brushed on it, but if you're keen, you've picked out the main point.
Yeah, sure.
The matter of the matter is there.
It's there.
Yes. And of course, we have also spoken about being professional. I think it all comes down to it. Whether it's collaboration, whether it is registering, whether it's under being professional.
Yeah.
Yeah. Conversations like this are what drive having inventives. Because my burden was when I came back to Mbale from Kampala, to create one of the reasons we have having inventives is to create a safe space for creatives.
Yes.
And conversations like this help. There are mistakes I made when I was a rookie in the creative industry, voiceover, radio, that if possible I wouldn't want another person to make.
Yeah.
Absolutely. In terms of finances, in terms of just a bunch of things. And so that's why we have the Unresearched podcast. Today, we're privileged to have Siko with us. It's a short conversation, but I also realized our attention span, this generation just keeps shrinking.
We need the one-line press.
I saw your press release. By the way, his red card is... We'll share his red card.
Yeah.
The red card is available. You are on. You have a website as well.
Yeah, I have a website. I'm on all the socials.
Yes.
In terms of business, of
Yes.
course, you get Siko if you put Siko Consults Limited.
Yeah.
I'm on all the socials, so it's part of branding. You need to be on the internet. If you're not there, you're not anywhere. I can't count how many businesses that have contacted me
Because of your presence.
Yes, from out. Like we're flying in, we need drone services, and that's just like that.
Just by being present on... Now, that's something to consider. And I see these days there's a lot of businesses. We're winding down the conversation. Do not leave yet. I've seen a lot of businesses these days. They are reaching out social media. We need a social media manager. So we need someone who can do marketing. We need, lately, that should tell you the place of media.
Yeah.
Media people, and these days almost everybody is scrolling. Either they are on YouTube or they are on TikTok. TikTok, YouTube, Instagram.
YouTube. They're
So
somewhere.
They're somewhere.
At least somewhere on a smartphone. So it is easy to get them there.
So if you have a business, there is free space. What are you using your internet for?
Yeah.
And if you don't know what to use your internet for, reach out to Siko Consults and consult.
Yeah.
And find out how can we... I don't know what other services you offer other than the drone.
Yes.
I believe there are other services as well.
Yeah, sure, because I'm an IT profession. So I offer consultancy. Yes.
That's where the consults comes in.
Media branding,
Yeah.
network, system administration, which is my area of expertise. So I do offer consultants in those areas as well, besides the drone. But for now, the drone has been like
the main that's what
thing.
yes,
That's what
most of us know you for. But there you have it, Siko Consults for any of those consultations. All right. So for now, thank you so much for riding with us, the Unresearched Podcast. God bless. Thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you. Bless.
Unresearched with Isaac Darlington.